I just want to say something about Charlie. In the New York City startup community, there are those who have the insight, the sensitivity, and the knowledge to spot great companies and to do great work. And it is Charlie. No, that's one of the important things. So I've been starting companies in New York City for almost 40 years. New York City is my hood, born and raised in Flatbush, went to high school down the street, not too far from here. So New York City is my home. It's the place that I breathe. I've had the opportunities of moving to different places around the country, certainly Silicon Valley, but it's like a drug. Having started lots of companies in New York, that's a drug. And understanding how to start a company in New York City and appreciating all the issues about starting a company in New York City is something that I'm very sensitive to. When I sold my first company, I never had to raise any money. I owned it 100%. My wife was my partner. That's a beautiful thing, too. But I had a benevolent dictatorship. So having never had to raise money has made me a little bit of a challenge when I have to be sensitive to others who actually do need to raise money. I started angel investing back when it was called stupid investing. And it hasn't changed that much. There's a lot of things about the nature of the world of angel investing that are based on really specific behaviors, the way you think, the way I think. And getting the thinking aligned between entrepreneurs and angel investors, who are just rich people with money to throw away, is really hard. I say that because one of the interesting points I make, and I travel the country talking about how to raise money, is that angel investors don't make very much money. I had a call just yesterday from the Angel Capital Association. They want to run a seminar, and they want to have angels talk about how they actually made great angel investments. And they couldn't find that many that did it. But the answer to the riddle is what is important for you to know. The answer to the riddle is that it's hard, and that the issues associated with what we're thinking and why we want what we want when we want it in a world of what I call Hollywood angel investing is really a problem. So after having done this for a number of years and having been really lucky, meeting luck halfway by being the first check writer into a company called Pinterest, yeah, it was amazing. My kids appreciate it, by the way, more than anything. I think the grandkids will appreciate it, too.
Paper, man. It's all paper. Gotta wait till the IPO.
Oh, no. Well, no. It's not all paper. Not really. Not with that. But I decided that it was really important to put it all down. This isn't a promotional, opportunity, but people write books rarely these days. We tend to sort of get snippets of life written in blogs or little sort of comments. And so when I decided to write the book about my journey in angel investing and entrepreneurism and so on, it was a wonderful, wonderful time of my life to do it. The New York Angels has been an important part of my life for almost 7 years. Angel groups are generally just a bunch of guys, some women, 18%, unfortunately. There should be more women. I have a strong feminine side. I think that most of the better decisions I make is because I have that feminine side. So guys, make sure statistically women on your C-level, part of your business will help you succeed. Just will. And I'm married 31 years to my partner, and I just knew that that's the case. But so angel investing is a bunch of people who try to be cohesive. They try to work together. They try to share the things that they think. They try and stop people or encourage people to make good decisions as well as bad. So the New York Angels is the largest angel group doing the most number of check writing, i.e. investing, of any angel group in the United States. How did we get there? What caused that? That's the most important question. How did that happen? We run the New York Angels like you do your business, right? Angel groups, again, are just sort of members. They get together, they scratch their tuchuses a little bit, and they see a lot of presentations. But in the end, they have to make smart decisions. Smart money, investor raising as opposed to money raising, into smart businesses. That's critical. Unfortunately, angel investing has become almost like economic development. And that's not angel investing. We, as investors, have to be really smart about making those investments. So you remember what I said, angels generally don't make money. They almost always lose money. You know what the chances are of an angel actually finding an investment that goes to $1 billion? Anybody know?
1 in a billion?
Yeah, 0. 0. It's 0 0.07%. Those are the chances. The average exit of any company, of course, we're not in the investment business. Just point this out. We're in the exit business. You have to exit for an angel to make money. So when we go through our thinking and planning of how we actually do angel investing, the only reason we're doing it so much is because we feel comfortable and confident that we're doing it smartly. And so we have a university liaison relationship with Columbia. I found Pinterest at NYU at a business plan competition. You have to be addicted to doing angel investing. As an old news guy, they used to ask, what is news? News is something that you learn to find when you don't even know it's there. In many of the cases, the best investments are just like that. You develop a nose for news. And if you do angel investing enough, much like New York Angels do, you develop a nose for great leaders, great companies. You didn't hear ideas. Ideas are a dime a dozen. And the ability to execute. So when we look at opportunities, we collectively do that. So we have on our board a fashion specialist who I hate. He's handsome, 6'2", he's brilliant. He helps us with fashion, we're talking fashion. We have financial people also who look at opportunities. We got people in, of course, digital media. We even have agribusiness now. We just invested in a cow pill that goes in the cow's 8th stomach. Who knew they had 8 stomachs, right? I didn't know. That if the cow gets sick, it takes the cow out of the herd. I love things that are simple. I love things that are clean and clear, just like you would, right? Angel investing is about investing in simple, clean, clear, crisp concepts and ideas that can be brilliantly executed. And those are the things that we collectively think about as an angel group to grow. So all of the aspects of how the New York Angels grew to be where they are today grew out of trying to be the best business of angel investing that we could possibly be. We started an early catalyst fund because some angel investors forgot that they were an angel investor because they like to take big risks. Unfortunately, most of what is out there today wants traction. They want someone who is going to prove to them, you see, it works. I love the early stuff. I love the stuff that hurts, that you could bleed on. I want to believe in you. And I always end up, and I started every conversation with the young people today. I always wondered at what age I would actually say that, young people. But by asking, I want to know what you believe in. I want to know what you think. Don't tell me about your company. Don't tell me about your product. Tell me what got you to where you think you wanted to be today. What were the trends? What were the issues? What were the powerful elements associated with your thinking that got you to this place? Oh, okay, great. Now tell me about your business. Don't sell me your product. Sell me your business.